Hey Tyler.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, you ready to do our morning exercises?
Totally.
Let's go!
Ready for episode 5?
Oh, I'm so ready.
How ready are you for episode 5?
Oh yeah, everything looks real good under here.
Everything's looking good?
This is tight. Do it for the seeds. 37! Do it for gardeners everywhere! It works.
¿Cómo está? Me llamo Tyler.
In inglés, por favor.
Oh. Today we're going to show you how to harvest and process your own hard red spring wheat.
We're going to go through all the steps of processing and get it ready for milling.
Our harvesting method included just harvesting the heads. For easier storage, you can cut the whole stalk, bundle it up into a shock, and let it dry. When the heads start to dip down, you know they're ready to harvest. Another way to test it is by putting it in your mouth. If it still tastes soft and doughy, it's close to harvest. If it's hard and can't be punctured with a fingernail, it's ripe.
Here we have the head of the wheat plant. And first step, once you've harvested and dried, is to thresh the wheat. And threshing basically means to separate the seed pod from the stalk. So you can either go through and do them each one by one like this, which takes forever, or
let me show you the way we thresh our wheat. It's an old Fertile Crescent era technique. Get all your friends over, you put it in a pillowcase, now you hit it against the fence. Tell your neighbor kids to shut the hell up because you're making too much noise. You can go up, you can hit it against the garage if you want. By that time, everything should be threshed.
so here we have our freshly threshed wheat. Again, you're just trying to get all the berries off of the center stem so that you're left with something like this. So the next step is winnowing. So we have our bucket set up, we have our bag of threshed wheat, and then this will act as our fan, and I'm gonna create some wind, and Tyler's gonna pour the threshed wheat, and the idea is that the berries will be separated from the chaff, aka the stalk and all the little bits that we don't want, so that all we're left with is the berries. So there we have still a lot of chaff.
So when you winnow it, so far we've done it twice. You're probably going to need to go through it a couple times with a friend because clearly there's still a lot of chaff left, but there's also a lot of berries left. You want to get the most out of your harvest you're not wasting.
Yeah. Here we have our freshly winnowed wheat. So look at that, all the berries.
Yeah, there's rocks and pebbles. Winnowing is not going to remove that. So you want to go through and get that by hand because if you go to mill it in your stone mill or roller mill, it's going to mess up the mill and damage it. So we're going to talk about special storing conditions. The number one condition, you want to keep your grain in a cool, dry place, about 60 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. Anything warmer, it's going to turn the grain rancid.
So the easiest way to do that is to get a zip top bag, put your grains inside of it, take all the air out as much as possible, and then you can just throw the whole bag with the grains into the freezer.
It needs to be moisture free. Anything more than 10%, it'll start growing fungi and bacteria.
So you gotta think about storage too, be careful, be smart. So we're gonna go store this, and we'll see you next week for some sprouted grains.
We're gonna sprout some grains for you guys next week.
It's gonna be good. All right. It works.